Hello my beauties, welcome back to the Matrix of Life, and here second part of analysis about collective karma of air crash of plane IN-26. We going now to the crew, to the karma. So which parameters I selected? All the links, I'm just to remind you, all the links in description box for Excel tab, everything just in description box. Follow the links, and such educational matrix videos I would recommend you to watch like on both devices, like use for example from your laptop, use your laptop to follow the links, and from phone you can watch a video to have just everything in front of your eyes. Okay, so here we go. Which data I selected? Usually, why people getting removed from matrix, and especially in such young age. We have here people of 1999 years. A lot of people, like six guys who was born in 1999, they died. And you know, if we summarize all the numbers in 1999 in the year of birth, on Earth's line we will get strong 10, energy of good luck or energy of bad luck in the case, because the good luck energy turned against them. 6 people, just imagine 6 people were on board with this energy. 6 people who was born on 1999, they died. Okay, so here we go with the next. With the next interesting karmic tail. First thing to pay attention to, their karmic tail. That was my parameter number 1. Parameter number 2, transit energies. Which energies in addition affected them when this catastrophe happened? Okay, when air crash happened, under influence of which energies there were? So second column there in Excel tab dedicated to transit energies, to energies of periods they have been through. And I was surprised many of them have energy, either energy of war, either energy of destruction, either energy of hate, either energy of fast burning. Like no one, I opened all transits, no one have empty transits, guys. No one have like empty wares. It wouldn't be these energies. Okay, anyway, transit energy, so they're like magnifying whatever good or bad you have in your matrix. So if so far you was acted in pluses of your energies, of course these transit energies will bring you new opportunities in this area to which they're related. If you before, with your thoughts, with your actions, with your words, what you spoke, with your words, if you planted negative, of course they're gonna act against you. Your transit energy is gonna act against you. Okay, here we go. Energies of transit. Next energy, first soul contract. If we're going against our karmic tail, if we're going against our first soul contract, 100% I guarantee you will be removed from the matrix. Nothing can stop it, nothing can prevent it, because you were sent to this earth with a purpose. If you're going against your first calling, if you're going against your karmic tail, you will be removed from matrix. So that was third column here. First soul contract. Next column about planetary energy, and planetary energy affecting all the other matrix energies you have in your set. And I was very much surprised. Here we go. through the tab. Energy 6, energy of hate in minus. Energy 6 again, energy of hate in minus. Energy 12, energy of victim in minus. Energy 9, remember stupid decisions. I'm gonna touch this energy 9 later on. Energy 21 again, energy of war. Energy 12, planetary again, energy of war. Energy 6 again, energy of hate. Energy 15 again, energy of devil. So on, so on, so on. If you will go through the planetary energies, so many, and especially people with energy 12 as planetary, just like me, their calling is to serve people. Their calling is to serve people with innovations. Their calling to be humanitarian, not to kill people, not to fight. And if with this energy, with energy 12, you go into military, this only possible in one case, as it was during Second World War, when like already everyone was taken, yeah, and here only you left, and they already suffering there, yeah, and you going. But again, energy 12, most likely when it's in plus, you will go there to fight, but as doctor, as a nurse, you will go there. Yeah, you will go there to save, you will go there to sacrifice. Most likely. I understand we discussed one interesting matrix of pilot fighter during World War II, and I think there was energy 12 as well in his matrix. Let me open my Instagram, because we had post about him there. So I will check this thing. But energy 12 not recommended to go to war unless it's already like no way out, like already enemy knocking on your doors, and there is no the other way around that you could be helpful. So okay, let me check this. I can't recall his planetary. I remember we're analyzing him, Superman's karma. Yeah, but again. No, that's not it. I think, but this was really one very that was really one interesting. Okay, what do we have here? No. Okay, anyway, I can't recall it now, but you can go and watch this video, how we analyzed his matrix. And there was good luck energy, by the way, there. But energy 12 not recommended. Energy 9 as well not recommended to go to army, because your full potential somewhere in research lab, yeah, you can design something great, you can come up with something really great and important. Don't waste, you sort of wasting your talent. Energy 12 and energy 9, you waste, and especially energy 6, you wasting your gift of love on hate, because war is all about hate. And energy 6, when energy 6 goes to army, you wasting. Energy 15, oh yeah, they can obtain really high rank there, but still this energy is very tricky if you have a karmic tale of power abuse in past, and in these cases all of them marked this karmic tale of power abuse. I highlighted this karmic tale of power abuse with red color in karmic tale column. These all are different. Karmic tales consisted of different energies, but they all relate to this group where in this or the script you had to do something with abusing your power. You had great power in your hands, and you use it. For example, karmic tale 4:12-16 use their power to torture other people and to ruin their homes in the past. Karmic tale 4:21-10, they use their power to manipulate other people, to suppress them with taxes, with incredible taxes, to suppress them on a global scale, more like politicians, but again, there were some sort of power abuse, yeah? Karmic tale 15:8-11. They are very charismatic personalities, but they use the power to inspire what? Fights for power, fighting for power, revolutions. They use their power to fight for power, yeah? They use their charisma to launch this or other revolution. 22:3-19, they were using their power to enslave women and kids. Okay, 19:12-7, that's like average soldier karmic tale who was killing, just killing a lot of people, literally, yeah. But this is like soldiers, how to say, my god, this military term, infantry should be sort of infantry, yeah. So sort of infantry. 19:12-7, again infantry. They had power. Power means like they had a gun or they had a weapon. They could be just bandits, they could be soldiers, but like regular soldiers. 7:21-13, this they had power to kill, again on global scale. These people who gave orders like to bomb big cities and so on. These were people who were given such orders to bring people, to bring death to many people, to deliver death to many people at the same time. Which else karmic tale of power abuse? Karmic tale I didn't explain. Energy 3:9-21. Again, they used the power to kill women, to stop, like the activity were to stop humanity from reproduction, sort of. They had power, maybe these inventors of different shit and so on, yeah, but they were using this power to what? To harm females, mostly females. This maybe they were making a lot of abortions. That's like gynecologist who is making abortions, they gonna get this karmic tale in next incarnation, yeah. So if you doctor who's doing this, yeah, in next incarnation you about to born with this karmic tale 3:9-21. Professionally, like killing fruits of what females have, yeah, babies, professionally. So this way or another way, and so many red cells in this tab, yeah. These all are different karmic tales, but they belong to one category of power abuse. Like you have power in your hands to make decisions, to bomb or not to bomb, to attack or not to attack, to enslave or not to enslave someone, yeah. And you would choose to launch, to start a revolution or not to start a revolution, and you was making wrong choices here. All these karmic tales, they're related to power abuse category, fallen in this, like you had a great power but you was using this for shitty purposes here. So guys, okay, I hope I explained how this affects you. I hope I explained that people with energy 6, what you forgot in army. Like people with energy 12, what you forgot in army. People with energy 9, what the hell you forgot in army, yeah. other planetary 21. No. With energy 21, you sort of, guys, here, you're forbidden to serve in army, especially if you have related to power abuse karmic tail. Energy 21, you also sort of, you have this restriction. You should not sell alcohol, tobacco, engage in this trades, like everything what is harmful for people's health. Energy 21 should be careful about making business there in these areas, okay? So, but mostly energy 18, energy of fears. What the hell you forgot in army, guys? You should be some yoga teacher or Zen trainer. You go into army to be a fight pilot. I don't know, guys. That's like having this energy of fear as planetary, which is affecting all your energies, because you will be making decisions out of fear, any life decisions. And the last one column I used to analyze, because we had 2 survivals here. One was delivered to hospital and he died there, unfortunately. And the other one survived. The other boy, he survived. So I added another column, health column. Health column in crashes like this, it given you chance to survive. Overall energy in health column responsible for your body. How strong body do you have? Do you have strong body or weak body? Yeah, what sort of body you have? What type of body you have? Yeah. So I added this this energy to this column to see how the body will be capable to cope with this, because some people can really survive as is everything. And the stronger your body is, the better for you, according to this column. So we have different columns to estimate probability of what? Of death. And before I selected 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 energies. It's like, yeah, more than a half in the matrix, to see how many of them represented in these critical positions of the matrices. These are critical positions, because if you're going against karmic tail, you're going against your first soul contract, and your transit is not good. Most likely you will be removed from the matrix. Done. So I calculated how many energies which belong to these 12 energies I listed to you. Energies which in minus responsible, launching catastrophes, responsible for catastrophes to occur. And we sort of observed, and many of them together we estimated 13 energies. This is 3 energies in karmic tail, 3 energies of matrix transits, 3 energies of first soul contract, 1 planetary, 1 general for the body. So 9, 11, 12 even. More, because we analyzed as well date of birth, your visit card, and months when you was born, guardian angel position. Yeah, I added visit card as well into this analysis. So yeah, everything right. So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 energies we had. And these risky energies, these 12 risky energies which I listed you here, which directly have something to do with these catastrophes, all in this group, all of them standing in this position. Sort of, we got 8 out of 13, 11 out of 13, 10 out of 13, 7 out of 13. and so on, so on. Just only in few cases we had 6 out of 13, which is sort of 50-50. 6 out of 13 chances for survival, like 50-50. And this case where only 6 energies out of 13, 6 risk energies out of 13 were present, belonged to Wilhovey. He was delivered to hospital and died in hospital. He died in hospital. And now, let's see which karmic tail. He had karmic tail 5, 6, 17. This is ego-related karmic tail. People with this karmic tail, at times they have enormous ego. They are very proud of themselves. They love to brag. They love to draw, to show off, to show off something to the public, to prove themselves. Like they easily manipulated by the ego. 5, 6, 17, and his transit energies were exactly the same, but 6, 17, 5. So the main lesson was 6, lesson of love. 6, 17, 5, exactly same energies of this ego. 5, 11, 16, his first soul contract, and his soul promised to follow the rules, follow traditions, unlock own potential, and use own capability for what? Energy 16, who? Builders. If he would go and enroll himself into plane like constructor, avia constructor, avia engineers or rocket engineers, or just building homes and houses, because why I'm sending in this direction, because this karmic tail not good for spiritual teacher. Energy 16, in some cases this could mean a spiritual teacher, person who, like Sadhguru, for example, who dealing with spirituality and things and teaching other people. But here, because of his karmic tail of enormous ego, 5, 6, 17, it's not recommended for him to go to spirituality, because to go to spirituality first he need to complete something, some sort of masterpiece he will be proud about, like a plane, a home, a beautiful church, which can add like positive vibrations to his pride, 5, 6, 17, and then he would be safe. His planetary energy, remember, which is affecting all the energies in the matrix, energy 21. If he had other energy, because 21 especially, I highlight especially energy 21, you forbidden to hurt living beings, their health. You forbidden to hurt planet. You shouldn't deal with some toxins and so on. You shouldn't deal with something which is very destructive for nature. And of course not a war. But he has this energy 21 in planetary position. So I think 21, energy 21, it affected his chances for survival, and responsible for health, for his body, was energy 17. And energy 17, remember, it's never good when energy from your karmic tail repeated in overall energy in your health tab. Never good. Weak body. It's given you weak body. So, and his body did not cope with burns he got during this air crash. He was not able to. His body was not able to cope with this, even though he like survived, but he died in hospital because of energy 17 from his karmic tail. And from his, it was even magnifying. First energy 17 was magnified by his body. Overall energy of his body was energy 17, yeah, and it was magnifying strongly by energy of transits 6, 17, 5. That's like crazy, yeah. So unfortunately, guy, even he had chances for survival more than 50%, he died in hospital. He died in hospital. Other guy here, I highlighted his surname with yellow. I think this is Studinsky. Yes, Studinsky. He also has this energy 6. He also has this energy 6. 6 out of 13, yeah. Probability of death 6 out of 13, when in other cases 10 out of 13 probability of death very high. 10 out of 13. 7 out of 13 still high. 8 out of 13 still high probability. In his case 6 out of 13. But what was in his case, Studinsky? I think his chances were killed by next two programs. First program 1899, this is energy of fear. These people with 1899, it's very easy to intimidate them, and I would never recommend these people to go and join army. It's very easy to intimidate them, as they were not made from this dove to be fighters. Never. Unless this kid was raised in atmosphere where since childhood he needed to constantly overcome his fears in sort of shocking therapy, yeah. Because these kids, they very like they have a lot of fears, they very scary, that's like 1899. Of course, he killed all his chances just by imagining when this all started. He imagined, oh my God, we're all gonna be doomed. That's energy 1899. They love to dramatize. 1899, they love to dramatize. They sort of, oh, we're all gonna be doomed, blah 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 blah. So he killed his own chances, and not enough. Okay, 1899, okay, scary one, okay, drawing shitty pictures in their mind. But I have another interesting program in his period 11-9-20, and you know, this is extension of a clan program. When your ancestors sin so much, yeah, that universe decided to like chop your family tree, to wipe it out from the earth. And he has this in matrix transits, extension of the kind, like 18-9-20, when you should be very careful about your life, or when you should deal with your ancestors and their sins, when you should face it finally, yeah. So that was another one. And because of this, and energy 20 repeated in his first soul contract in a sky position, so transit energy saying was something very karmic about his ancestral lineage in his periods in matrix transits. So due to the sky position, due to 20 in sky position, he did not get support or protection, like protection, ancestral protection was withdrawn for this matrix period for him. And energy 7 on Earth's line, where where he again should not fight again. So he killed his chances on the spot with 1899, and with this extension of a genus, of a clan, of a kind, yeah, of your family tree, 11-9-20 program. Even though chances for survival were like 6 out of 13. There was another interesting case here. Skachkov And his father also was, his father as well was a pilot, and he died in a plane crash in 2014. His father died in 2014. And when I checked ancestral diagonals of this guy, in notes you will see there were diagonals 9, 22, 13 and 6, 22, 16. Actually, when I talked in the first video, that's exactly diagonals of this day, 13, 9, exactly same diagonals except the core energy, but same diagonals, 13, 9, 16, 6. So he had in his ancestral programs, his ancestors were participating in killing other people, making stupid decisions, maybe money motivated, I don't know, and killing other people. And his father was there, like, killing people at Donbass. He was in army, sort of, as well, and died in and his ancestors, probably fathers of his father, grandfathers, probably they also had to do something with killing people. That's why accumulated these programs. And this one, having too much hate in his soul. And he decided to join this to continue his father's fight or something, to pick up, like, maybe there were like revenge motivation to kill his father, killers or whatsoever, drama. But you see, I check his diagonals. You can go and enter his date of birth in calculator, 5th of April 2000, yeah? 5th of April 2000, you can enter. You will get exactly same diagonals as were in the day of catastrophe. They were exactly same. Motivation with which he joined these forces, air forces. Motivation. Most likely it was revenge motivation. And it didn't serve good in his case. Not with his diagonals. If I would see fucking diagonals in his matrix, I would say, guy, you kidding me? You want to go to air forces? You must become maybe a veterinarian or a doctor. You need to balance sort of this. Or try to save lives. I have 16 on my own ancestral diagonals as well, guys. I have it, yeah. Of course, my ancestors, thanks Lord, I don't have 13. 16 is more than enough. This both of very heavy energies to have, but I have energy 16. I know what I'm talking about. In my case, that was related to magic, I told you. But guys, if he came to me and asked me where I should go study, what should I learn, what should I do in my life, try to bring balance, try to cover up for your ancestors and their sins, try to build something beautiful, try to heal, try to save life, try to maybe to join some movement for clean planet, our home, to make our home beautiful again, to make enough of space for other creatures, animals and so on, enough space for them to live and procreate, recreate, call it whatsoever, yeah. Something like this you need to do, but not to go and join air forces, guys. What a bad joke, yeah. And especially with if there was, I understand this, guys. I understand, because me myself, I need to face sometimes. I need to face some like inner anger issues, yeah. Because we lost 2 apartments. because of this war. Yeah, but you know, no one to blame in what is going on in your life and what is happening to you. No one to blame, just you yourself. And keep in mind that universe is doing only what's best for you. Universe is trying to show you the way, removing everything negative from your life. Universe doing this for you. Universe removing his father from his life. That was very obvious lesson. Don't dare to do something what your father did. Don't you dare. And with his ancestral diagonals, if he was able to read, he would say, yeah, karma was a bitch towards my father, yeah? But everything was going on in our lives, it's well deserved. And he could say to himself, okay, I will dedicate my life to something different from what my father did. Not to fight. When early death, when in your family, when some sort of early death occurs in your family, you should understand, yes, that's a huge loss, that's a huge tragedy, but you should understand this person who died, who was removed from Matrix, was removed for the sake of well-being of universe. Universe was so sick and tired with this person because they gave this person gifts which were not meant for what this person used these gifts for. But instead of thinking, he decided to think in minor script of energy 6, like hate, revenge, being brainwashed. What he achieved? His own death in this plane crash. Here we got, and 22, energy 22 on this day already, remember, he has this in the middle, even though here on ancestral diagonals 4 in the middle. But in terms of this day, it was what? Already predestined, could not change. Even his chances like to stay alive were like little less than 50%. But still, huge amount there. And so we analyzed matrices of a guy who survived but got in hospital and died there, why it happened. We analyzed matrix of a guy who have good chances for survival. Yeah, with 6 out of 13 as well. Like probability of death was 6 out of 13. I call this probability of death, yeah, calculation, 6 out of 13. And we analyze this guy whose father died before in 2014, and in 6 years, so for 6 years universe sort of tolerated this person, given chances maybe to change profession or maybe to change thoughts in his brain. And yeah, a lot of difficult negative karma will be planted, because I understand people grieving, people who lost their kids, say only one kid or just a kid, it's still huge loss, but grieving and blaming like government, blaming maybe politicians for this bad condition of a plane. There was really in bad condition this plane, but in fact, who planned in wars? Wars all started here, with your thoughts. And your thoughts, like collective karma, affecting politicians you get in. All your politicians is a mirror, reflection of thoughts in your head. So everything that you get in, whatever politician you get in, that's a huge projection of collective karma, of you thinking, of your daily thoughts. And if you waking up daily like blaming someone and something instead of working on improving your own life, as we have so much here, we have people, it's so easy to illustrate, yeah, girls coming and starting to fight to protect, say, celebrities, blah blah blah, like, why you doing private readings on them, blah blah blah, already explained in so many videos. Instead of watching these videos, they only watching videos about celebrities, and they starting what unnecessary fight. And later on you're gonna see that there is some war in Palestine and countries which are next to it surviving. How you created this war? Then in news you're gonna read that some people like against people who wear in hijab. Yeah, you're gonna read this in news. There are fights and there are conflicts about this issue. Who created this issue? You with your thinking and with you like starting unnecessary fights. Celebrities feeding on your life energy. When you given permission to universe, like agreement, when you like desire, not even desire, let me tell you the right word. When you creating intention, yeah, when you creating with your thoughts and intention to become a celebrity, you given universal permission, yeah. You given permission of other people to read on you, gossip on you, follow you, to some normal extent. We're not talking about crazy extent where some journalists following even to toilet. Yeah, I know, I wasn't a journalist, so, but for these celebrities having resources as well, they having their bodyguards, they have money, they have luxurious cars, they have access to VIP places where you could not get. They getting resources from universe to cope with this, and believe me, they don't give a shit about any readings on them. They not giving a shit. So, but you ordinary person, just to feel the importance of yourself, that, oh, I am fighting for rights and not of homeless person. You better go like and help homeless persons than you trying here to help a Junko. Go feed some homeless person in your city or town. Feed someone. Instead of wasting your time and energy, this you will plant much better karma than you trying yet to fight unnecessary. But how wars created? Was this unnecessary? How war in Ukraine created? Because so much unnecessary fight over language issues. Look at Switzerland. They have 4 governmental languages, and one of blogger whom I following, she moved from one district, they call it canton, I think, from one district in Switzerland to another district in Switzerland, where she lived before. They speak either Italian, either Spanish, I can't recall what are 4 languages. And where she moved, they speak German. And she needed to go to doctor there, but she had her records, medical information, yeah, from previous canton. She had it in Italian or Spanish, can't recall it, sorry guys. But she came with these recordings, and doctor knows all the languages, and he was able to read and help her and chat to her if she needed in this language. And this is beautiful. It's much easier to learn, believe me, much easier to learn 2 languages to understand each other, or 3 or 4 languages, than to spend millions and trillions dollars on what they're doing now to Ukraine. It's much easier for all people, but some people are very stubborn. They're like, you must speak Ukrainian, blah, 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 blah. For me, that's very fine. Like, if I speak to you Russian, you speak to me Ukrainian, I understand you, and I'm not requiring you to speak to me in Russian. I perfectly understand you. But let me reply how it's comfortable for me. Yeah, this type of communication. Oh, of course, as in case of this doctor, because he's consulting her, yeah, easily can change a language and consult you in language you're comfortable with. Simple. It's so simple, much simpler than to spend millions. And but what they have done here, first, the years and years of people fighting because of language issue. Me myself, I was in Lviv with my like colleague, but we studied together in one group with a go. Yeah, we were in Poland in conference. We were coming from Poland to Lviv by bus because we were poor students and we had no fucking money for a plane ticket. But we needed to attend a conference, international conference, to blah 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 for our PhD. So we were in Lviv there, and we were very late for our train. We had no money even to pay for hostels there, so we needed to get to our train and really fast. And because they delay bus on the border, it took longer to check documents of people who were crossing border with Poland, coming back home. We were about to late to our train. Just imagine, this is first, we're losing train tickets, we need to buy new train tickets, we need some place to stay. We were losing this, and we were rushing, and we seen taxi. We have seen a taxi driver, and of course we screamed and yelled at him, oh, yeah, please take us to train station. Yeah, of course we were in a hurry, but because we speak in Russian, he showed us middle finger, and we kept running. Luckily for us, we got to the train. But back then, thoughts in my head were sort of, to this city, never again. But now, me looking back, I understand how even me with these thoughts, like planting even more seeds to the conflict, yeah? This person, of course, driver, what he did, not good. What he did as well, we planted in our past. Of course, we planted in our past at some point of, yeah? So, guys, keep this in mind. No one to blame, no need to blame this taxi driver who showed us middle finger when he heard us speaking Russian language. That's not him to blame. That's we created him in our reality. And how we're recreating him by being angry, very much angry to his reaction and hating him. But of course, okay, some bad karma unfolded. Shit. Yeah, that's shitty. That's not pleasant. And we are not robots to react in nice way always. Sometimes we can, yes, sometimes it's difficult. We're not robots. But still, your reaction, how you're gonna react on something, it's in your hands. It's triggered you. Yeah, it's triggered us back then, and we sort of, this city, and we talked in the train with her. We were discussing, first of all, how lucky we are to get to the trains, that no 0 days in this horrible city with horrible people. Of course we were stupid, yeah, of course, look, with our speech we planted, just because of some driver shitty attitude. But along with him in cities, there are people who not that shitty exists, yeah? And it's very wrong to make such judgments, but we were making, yeah, and it's this level. Now we enjoy war conflict, unfortunately, in my country. Now we sort of enjoy, yeah? How things working at karmic level. But we didn't know then that, okay, we created this driver in our reality, maybe by bullying other people in a way, yeah? By bullying other people. of course, we didn't thought about this. When we needed this freaking train, we never thought. This is the same, like I had a question in Matrix chat, like, was the Matrix, I can't recall exact energies, but I remember my reply that I said probably, girl needed now to take care of paralyzed mother, she have no private life and blah 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 blah. Like she's not free to build her own life, and why is this going on? And I replied that most likely like she was a bully, like she was limiting other people's freedom, and in a way of like terror, planting seeds of terror, as it now she feels like terrible. On which she got reactions that she was a really shy girl in school, that bullying not about her. And we started to search, because I'm sure what causing, at karmic level, I'm sure what causing her present situation. And then we started to chat, and the girl replied that she was not a bully in school. She was very shy girl. She was sort of good learner with good grades, but she was very unhappy about her own appearances, and she wanted to jump from a window, and she threatened her mom. She constantly was telling her mom how unhappy she is with her appearance she inherited, and that she will sort of, jump. So her mom spent her teenage years in constant stress, keeping an eye on her, constantly worrying about her. Just imagine, for mothers, this is like a hell situation. So she fried her mom in hell when she was a stupid teenager, and now she is wondering why she is like not able to live her life really. And your mom was able to spare a moment for herself when she constantly was thinking about you and your well-being and what next gonna cross your mind. When you were so stupid that you constantly like threatened your mom that you're ugly and you're gonna jump from a window. That's horrible. And she did planted this karmic seeds for a few years during her teenage years. So now she's getting the result. She can't build her private life. She can't have relationships. So bullying was still there. So I was right about the real cause of situation, but it was there. She was bullying her own mom, sort of. She was a terrorist towards her own mom, terrorizing her with these constant threats and constant whining and constant. So you'll see how karma works. And the same here, collective karma. So let's take a look now at this guy and his matrix, a boy who survived. That's, I think, Vyacheslav Zolochevsky. No, sorry, Vitaly Zolochevsky. Vitaly Zolochevsky. No, sorry, not Vitaly. Vitaly is his father. About his father, separate story. So you can enter date of birth 13/6/2000. We have this. He's finally got his date of birth after like a year after this. More than a year. Yeah, that's have been more than a year. Like look, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, year and a half. Almost year and a half I got this information. So energy 13 in visit card especially, this makes us great survivors, but only when this energy in plus we can sense that death is near. We can sense when someone about to die and we're rarely mistaken. We can sense, like we have sniff on death of other people, like crows, we can sniff it. Other person as well was born on 13, I think only one person, and that was Debrella, Yeah, I think, yeah, the Brella. 13/11/1991. But in his case, why 13 did not work? As I mentioned, energy 13, especially in visit card, those who was born in 13, most likely, in most cases, that's unwanted kids. And kids who lived short life in previous life, like, or people whose life was short in previous incarnation. So people who was born on 13, in his case, why he didn't sense it? Why? Because he have karmic tail 1558. Karmic tail 1558 gonna block your abilities. In this case, abilities related to energy 13 to sniff death nearby. You can literally sense. Some of us can see like a layer between your aura and the body which started to darken. There is such imprint when you observe in people's aura. So here, karmic tail 1556, spiritual liar and spiritual deceiver, was not giving him full access to pluses of energy 13. We are survivors. Those of you who was born on 13 and fortunately don't have this 1558 as punishment, yeah, you are survivors. You are like a cat. You have 9 lives. Enjoy them. And you can sniff the death around. You can sniff it, like you can feel when someone else gonna die near you. You see the energy. So one more important thing here. In this case, energy 13 was not blocked because in karmic tail was other energies. 9/3/21. This energies has nothing to do with channeling information, because energy 1558, this how you getting and transmitting information. They has to do with what you getting from universe and what you transmitting to universe, which information. In his case, has nothing to do karmic tail with transmitting information, but has to do with bravery. Energy 3, that must be real man, must be real force. Energy 3 must pull, especially in karmic tail, his energies to become 4. Energy 9 in minus, they very selfish. The only one person they gonna care, they themselves. Energy 9 in karmic tail of any of you, if you have it, very selfish energy, very selfish. They don't give a shit about other people and their lives and their problems. They are very, very, very selfish energies. So in his case, when he sort of jumped, or he could not explain this. He says everything was happening like in computer game simulation, and being in shock, he did not know how he got out of the plane. He was not able to remember this. But he started to help other guy, which was Vilhovi. We talked about him before, who died in hospital. He started to try to, because he was burning, and he tried to put out, put out the flames on him over his body. He tried to put out flames. He tried to help, like put out the fire, to extinguish the fire. He tried to to extinguish. He tried to save him. So here clicked energy 9 and he acted as real hero and tried to save life. Energy 21, he shouldn't go in military. He can go and serve, for example, in aviation as regular flights pilot, but energy 21 from karmic tale, that was first ring to him. And after this case, he was thinking about either to return to the Air Force Academy or not. He decided to return, yeah. But I truly hope that with his energy 21, he will not go to war, he will not go to army, that he will maybe get out and will serve as regular pilot. Because not good for him. He's still in risk if he will pursue this career in military. Because energy 21, not good. But why Matrix spared his life? Okay, why the Matrix spared his life? Do you see here energies 10? You know, energy 10, this is the luckiest energy. You can get lucky. With energy 10, you can get lucky and survive, or you cannot. With energy 13, you have more chances than a person with energy 10 to get lucky and survive. Because in terms of life and saving life and surviving, energy 13 much stronger than regular energy of luck. Because energy 13, that's energy of death itself. That's energy of death itself. And when I was telling that I'm gonna suck your life energies dry, I was not kidding. Those of you who will be making readings on me, like, I'm happy. Do it. I'm very happy. That's actually my intention. Start doing this. I will be getting more and more life energy, which I need for myself, yeah. Remember, energy 9 is selfish. And I have energy 9, but in guardian angel position. So, here. Why Matrix spared him? Energy 13. Okay. Another strong program. First soul contract. That's energies 9, 15, which resulted in energies 6. In this exact order, 9, 15, 6. 9, 15, 6. This is so-called crazy passions program. Some of you having it in different places, yeah? Crazy passions. What it gives you? Passion to life as well. It gives you passion to life. Passion to live your life. It's like in Jack London story. Yeah, I think there was Jack London passion to life story, exactly same. Jack London passion to life. How it should be the story? Let me check. He wrote this wonderful story. I read this about person who survived as well. Love of life. Yes, love of life story. Yeah, I think story love of life. Yes, exactly. Yeah, in a book called Wolf Totem, Jack London story love of life. Yeah, love of life. So exactly what was going on in the story, if you read it, something similar happened here. And I wasn't sure that hero of this book when I just started to learn different matrix programs, and I have huge background in Russian literature, in worldwide literature, because I love to read. Unfortunately now again I'm so busy with earning money with this rat race. Yeah, let's call it rat race. how Kiyosaki calling this. I don't have much time for my passion, but I still, sometimes I can stay for 3 hours till 3 o'clock in the night reading a book. You know this, those of you who follow in my Instagram, you know, and sometimes I'm sharing screenshots of what I'm reading sometimes, yeah. So, because I love to read, I love to write, I love to blah 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 here with you. Here we go. Love of life. I hope you learned it, yeah. Okay, love of life, we got it. And the third reason, this his guardian angel, energy 6 too. That's why when I calculated his survival chances, probability of death was for him 8 out of 13. But what I did, I eliminated number 6. I eliminated number 6 because the fact that he survived, telling us that definitely guardian angel was in plus. Definitely guardian angel energy. So this person, this guy, was there without hate. Without amount of hate and hate thoughts and hate thinking with which other guys were there. He was without hate. He was there without hate. So his guardian angel protected him. Energy 6 worked. That's why I eliminated energy 6 from calculation. I did not count energy 6 there because energy 6 I can be 100% sure that's his guardian angel. Energy 6, his guardian angel energy. And if he did not irritated shit out of his guardian angel, if he saved him, then this energy must be in plus. So I eliminated energy 6 from calculation for him, and we got 5 out of 13 probability of death, which is of course that's not that big. It's like probability of death, something around 30-35%. You can calculate. So 30-35% here. When I eliminated 6, because 6, look, that's his guardian angel. And what other fact is interesting? I'm gonna add a link, but unfortunately the story in Russian language, so you can just copy and paste it in Google Translator, yeah. His father, Vitaly Zolochevsky, he himself 3 times he survived air crash. I did not get more details during which circumstances it happened, but his father himself survived air crash. And here look at kid parental relationship. We have energy 13, 5, 19. 19. There is something in what your family is very rich, and they giving this to you, they passing this to you, this tradition, sort of tradition of surviving here, they passing it down to you. And look on ancestral diagonals, 19 and 5, 19 and 5, and 19, that's the most, even when it's on ancestral diagonals, which of course first when we start working with these diagonals, it's all in minus, but energy 19, this is the most positive energy in entire matrix. And of course energy 19 and ancestral diagonal is gonna be much more positive than 16. 16, that's a doomsday, or 13, that's disaster. Energy 19 is a bliss. Okay, believe me, if you have 19 on ancestral diagonals, that's not pressing on you that heavy. So energy 19, 5, and it's repeated. Kid parental relationship. So we can see this skill, because energy 5, this is practical skill. And his father survived 3 times air crash. He survived 3 times. And this energy 19 stands in a male position. This is man from the father's line. Man from father's line. he has this practical skill, beautiful, passed down, because energy 5, energy of traditions, energy of practical skill, and 19, energy of abundance. Abundance of what? Of practical skill. What kind of skill? Skill of surviving an air crash. You see, even though he don't have energy 10 in his matrix, he survived. But still, guys, energy 10 is still there. Look at here. That's his compatibility matrix with this day of air crash. I calculated it, 13th of June 2000. I added this 25th of September 2020, and we got here. And it was in the strongest position, energy 10, ever possible. That was in the strongest position ever possible, core energy. So energy of good luck is still there. And good luck, 3 different factors, which I mentioned already. How he acted during that. He didn't start to save himself only. He was thinking about person, about friend, or he was thinking, he was helping, he wasn't selfish, and he was a hero. Next one, factor number 1, karmic tale. Factor number 2, first soul contract. Energies, how we call it, due to love of life, or crazy passions programs. But crazy passions programs in plus, that's gonna be exactly like Jack London's story, love of life. So love of life program here. By the way, his planetary energy 9 as well, and the fact that he didn't act selfish in this situation, saved his life. Here, planetary 21. Visit card, energy 20. Again, energy 20, strong connections and help of ancestrals, from ancestrals, and energy 6. Energy 6, which he most likely have in plus. Remember, guardian angel position, energy 6, for sure he had it in plus. For sure there were no hate thoughts or hate actions. Here was only one person with clear and pure heart there, I would tell. Energy of love saved him, first of all. Because the rest doesn't matter if this would be in minus. The rest doesn't matter if this would be in minus, but still really strong factors. Energy 10, incompatibility with this core energy, Strong energy 6 on earth line. Strong energy 20, help of ancestors. And ancestral diagonal, the most positive energy 19. He gonna get some practical skill, which in abundance, which plenty of in his family. He will get it. And again, his task, according to his ancestors, to bring prosperity back to his family. And his family renting something in Kharkiv, and he have siblings and mother, and so president promised that they will give them apartment of their own. But for more than years, they were not able to give, and only, again, before my reading, his family finally got an apartment. So slowly he is completing this task, he's bringing abundance back to his family, because to rent, this very poor. I'm just when I think about my rent bill, when I think about my electricity bill, when I think about, this is crazy. So wonderful, interesting, very very, very beautiful case. And now I need to highlight, we analyzed everyone, few more interesting details on this case. that the radio man who is responsible for transmitting information, connect plane to Earth, yeah, and provide the landing, safety landing. Radio man had karmic tail. You can go and check 1558. Spiritual liar and deceiver. These people in minus, they will always, for them it's very nice to practice, I think, fourth ethical principle, to be always honest. As much honest as possible. To be always honest and with themselves as well. So of course there was something like, I'm sure with energy 1558, there was something with delivering information the pilot was providing. And pilot who piloting the plane, who was piloting plane. I'm already tired to blah blah blah. A pilot in charge, I call in this Excel tab, pilot in charge, yeah. He have power abuse, karmic tail 16, 12, 4. When he was making decisions which led to destruction, not only his own life, because energy 16 that's destruction, but lives of other people, making other people's victims. Energy 12 and energy 4. Why? Because they getting or taking so much responsibility with which they not able to cope. And second pilot, that's like in a joke, I'm telling you. That's why I think that all corporations who working on really serious products for humanity, they all should hire experienced professional matrix consultant in order not to let something like this happen in their team. All institutions like where they're working with dangerous viruses, you need to check all your crew, run it through the matrix in order not to let something like this to happen. Because guys, here like in a joke, pilot who in charge have co-pilot, second pilot with karmic tail 1899. So what 1899 during doing in condition of stress? They freaking out, they freezing, put them in a stress condition, they're not gonna fight. Recently one of my friends, she broke up with a guy who have 1899 karmic tail, and she expected that he gonna fight for relationship. And instead he said to her, that was expected. Like what? Instead of working issues out, like I'm telling you, okay, wait, I'm ready to work on myself, just let's figure this out, let's figure that out. And she did not expect this, like she had no like clear intention to break up with him. But when it's stressful situations, they're not gonna fight for relationship or for their own life. They just freak out, freeze out, I don't know. They just freeze. So second pilot, seeing some shit happening, he got frozen sort of. First pilot who in charge with power abuse. Yeah, I'm so powerful, I'm so confident, I can do this without second co-pilot who is freezing, freaking out, horrified, under stress, sweating, I don't know, shaking. Of course, first pilot who have such strong karmic tail of power abuse, 16, 12, 4, yeah, that's man with balls. Unlike 1899, that's man without balls. And of course he's seeing this one is shaking like, we're all gonna die. Of course he's deciding, okay, calm down, I'm gonna figure it out myself. And he's taking too much of power in his hands again. But even previous life, he uses power to hurt other people. In this lifetime, this power is gonna turn against him. And maybe he's doing this with the best motivation to save his crew, to save the, yeah, to save a crew, to save people. But remember, power abuse, that's gonna act against him. And he had no proper backup in face of second pilot. Because he's freaked out, energy T900. And we have here Radio Man, who speaks to Earth 1558, and of course he delivering them, providing them not truthful information, because that's his karmic tale to lie. He was spiritual liar and deceiver. Maybe under stress he is not finding, not intentionally. Now, if in past life, he was intentionally doing this. He created a lot of lies out of sacral knowledge, twisted them, and he did this with purpose. In this life, like, he's delivering information in the wrong way, but under stress, without purpose to do this, without clear intention, just under stress, he put in this condition. That's like a joke. Entire crew. I made notes who was pilot in charge, and captain had another power abuse karmic tale 42110. When he have chosen wrong people to pilot the plane, when he have chosen wrong time, blah blah blah, everything went unlucky due to energy 10 in his karmic tale and power abuse from past. So that's like in a bad joke. That's why I think matrix knowledge is very important. That's why I want new level in my career, and I'm more interested to consult like big companies who affecting other people's lives globally, in order not to let something like this happen in their team, because this team, that was a joke. Either they need proper matrix training, matrix coach trainer who gonna go through again and again and again until they will learn how to act in pluses of the energies under the stress. Okay, either matrix coach gonna put them in these conditions, this either gonna change people in this crew. For example, choose other co-pilot for this person who need proper backup, who now could not accumulate too much power in their own hands. Of course, I would be removing this from co-pilots, from other pilot, yeah, and I would be replacing with someone who more suitable in terms of energies to under the stress condition. This person with power abuse, they need proper backup. They have desire to do everything on their own, and they have this like fake feeling that they cope with this, they're gonna nail this, but they need a proper backup. They need a proper co-pilot who will not freak out, who will not freeze, who will not get terrified, and who will not visualize their death. Because this person, like the great aunt. What else interesting I noticed? 4 people with karmic tale 1899. 4 people who same time under stress, imagining a future death, and in mute settings 1899, they always imagining the worst happening. In stress condition, energy 1899 in karmic tale, they always imagining the worst happening. They need proper training to start imagining the best happening, and then with power of the imagination it would be enough to save a plane. But people who are not trained in terms of matrix to navigate the energy the best way they can. Of course, 4 people, just imagine 4 people on a crashing plane with energy 1899 sitting and visualizing something bad to happen. 4 people out of 26, yeah? That's enough. And 4 people were with karmic tale 1558, spiritual liar and deceiver. That's very prominent. Yeah, energy speaks for themselves. But still, a lot of people who had different variations of power abuse karmic tale. A lot of people who have these variations. There only were few karmic tales which I didn't mark. Rebel karmic tale had more to do with family issues rather than something. 18312, yeah, 17611, that's unrealized talent, and this person, instead of following his father's footsteps, that's from Orange Cell, yeah, in a tab person, Skachkov, he had unrealized talent. He should move in other direction, not following his father's footsteps. So not that significant. Most of karmic tales fallen into three categories. Strong dark magicians who, under conditions of stress, they visualize the worst happening. And for people, if I was, that's very selfish to say, but if I was in such situation, I would calculate, and knowing the karmic tale, I would push off the plane, these people, in order to give plane to chance to survive. Because 1899, that's a rat on a boat when boat is sinking, But that's rats which caused this boat to sink, actually, with their fears. And mother of the second copilot with 1899, she spoke in interview, and she said that she had phone conversation with her son, and her son said that he have fear because planes not in good condition. And keyword when she was given interview, her son have a fear. And these people with 1899, they able to visualize, to make real all their fears. Imagine. As all their desires, positive ones, they can sit and dream about their positive desires, like Jungkook, who imagined himself a pop idol, for example, and everything coming true. But if this person focusing on their fears, they making all their fears coming true. And this interview for me of mother of the second, like he was like he had fear. And imagine 3 more people who had same fears. That's already really strong magic circle, I would tell you, who visualized this crash. Of course, with their own fears, they attracted this. So, of course, if I was a survival, a selfish one, of course, I would be pushing people with 1899 from Titanic. I would be pushing them in order not to let ship to sink, for example, yeah. Of course, this is like I'm exaggerating a lot, okay. Here what I'm doing, of course, I am exaggerating this, yeah. But for you to understand how dangerous this energy is, why I'm using this exaggeration, of course, that's not that I am so serious and crazy, yeah. But to show you how serious, how powerful this karmic tale is. Just to highlight it, for you to understand, I'm showing you an absurd situation, okay? So if it's about survival, get rid of people with 1899. If they have this in minus, if they living in a fear, okay? Those who have it in plus, let them visualize positive outcome for you and for all the people on the board, yeah? But there was fear. Keyword when I saw this interview, I was so sure already about which karmic tale this person got. So that's it. I think explained everything. And about planetary energies, 6 people had planetary energy number 9, but this we already discussed in part 1 video. So yeah, that's more than enough, guys. Detailed analysis. I'm very happy I coped with this. it took me so much time, 1 year and 5 months. I feel great relief now. Still I have pending matrix videos which I planned. I hope you're not bored, but for me to analyze something like this and to grow my professional skill much interesting than to make a reading on future Jungkook or Taehyun or any other pop star or not star future life. That's much more interesting for me, and this making me more useful for society than guessing whom Jungkook gonna marry. About this I gonna make like separate video, because girls, you crazy. You know you crazy, like you, I don't know, to sit and dream of a fake person who is showing like some image to the world, instead of going out, meeting worthy guys. I don't know where you need to be emotionally. No idea. Thanks Lord I never had it in my life. Thanks Lord. Because I knew from the very beginning, from a childhood, that when you're giving too much of your life energy to any celebrity, yeah, you loser. Because they fed on you. They fed on your energies to succeed. That's constantly happen, not only about celebrity, about popular bloggers as well, blah, 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 blah. You're giving your life energy. Your choice, how much you wanna give, yeah. So that's it. I hope this video was interesting for you as well. Please let me know in the comments, part 2, part 1, which one you like. Part 2 was much longer than part 1, yeah, and much more complicated here. I showed you really like deep interconnections here. So guys, okay, I hope to see you in the next Matrix videos. Bye bye.